After exercise 33B, our next topic is bar graph. So, bar graph, also known as column graph. Then a bar graph is a representation of numerical data by rectangles or bars of equal width but varying heights. The same topic you have studied in class 4th and 5th. So, about bar graph, simply we are having x-axis and y-axis. As you can see, this is a representation of a bar graph. This is x and this one is y. Now, in x-axis, simply we are placing the data. For example, just like question number 1. In question number 1, it is given to you the following table gives the number of students in class 6 in a school during academic years 2011-12 to 2015 and 16. So as you can see, we are having academic years and number of students. Whenever you are having number of students, then attendance or number of students, population, then the particular data value, so which you have to take in y-axis. Okay, then the parameters we have to take in x-axis. For example, in question number 1, academic years is given. So here we will write academic years on x-axis. Then here we will write number of students on y-axis. So as you can see, 2011, 12, then 2012, 13, 13 to 14, 14 to 15, 15 to 16, continuously we are having. Okay, so question number 1, exercise 33C. Just open your book and see the question. So academic years 2011 to 12. For example, you can start from here. Okay, so this is your 2011, this one is your 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, then 2016. Now number of students, as you can see, number of students we are having 80, 120, 130, 150, 180. So if we are going to take a scale of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 19, so it will take extra space there. Okay, so we have to plot this information. So the lowest number is 80, as you can see, and the highest number is 180. So how we can plot this here? Simply this one is your 0. Now you can start by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Like this you can write. Okay, so I am just plotting this one. I am solving this question in graph paper. Okay, as you can see, we are having here graph paper. Then from there we are starting. So now, as I told you, in the x-axis academic years we are having like this, and in the y-axis we are having number of students. Okay, so from 2011-12 to 2015-16 we are having, this is 0 as you know, then this one is 2011, this one is 2012, this one 2013, this one 2014, this one 2015, and this one 2016. Okay, so like this you have to write. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है, ठीक है, जो पैरामीटर है आपका, मतलब नंबर को हमेशा वाई एक्सिस में प्लॉट करते हैं, बाकी जो भी आपकी डिटेल है वो एक्स एक्सिस में आती है. ये आपका एक्स एक्सिस है और ये वाई एक्सिस. ओके, सो नाउ इसमें सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट है 80 और सबसे बिगेस्ट है 180. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं स्केल आपको गिवन है. अगर आप स्केल कैसे लेते हैं, 20 के पेयर में लेते हैं, 20, 40, 60, 80, तो ये इजी होगा प्लॉट करना, ठीक है. सो दिस वन इज 0. नाउ द फर्स्ट दिस वन is 20, then next is 40, then this is 60, then this one is 80, then 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Okay, so the first one is 2011 to 12. Just see in your book, 2011 to 12. 2011 to 12 it is given how much, 80. So we will start from here, 2011 to 12, where is 80, this one is 80. So this is your first bar graph, clear. Then next 2012 to 13, 2012 to 13 is 120. So 2012, this one is 2012, ये 2012 की लाइन है, इसको यूज़ करना है, तो कितना है 120. So start from here, okay. 2012 to 13, how much, 120. So this is your 130. This one is your 130. Okay, so as you can see, this 2012 to 2013 is 120. Then next is 2013 to 2014 is 130. So again, वेयर इज़ 130, ये 120 है और ये 140 है, तो इन दोनों के बीच में 130 होगा, ठीक है. तो मान लेते हैं कि ये यहाँ से है. दिस वन इज़ 2013 to 2014. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज़ 2014 to 2015, 150. 150, वेयर इज़ 150, बिटवीन दिस 140 and 160. लेट्स सपोज फ्रॉम हियर. सो दिस इज़ योर 2014 to 15, 150. Then next is 2015 to 16, 180. Where is 180? This one is 180. So this one. So this is your required bar graph for question number 1. Okay. Then question number 2, same. In question number 2, simply you are having day. So the similar, you will write day in this direction, x-axis, and attendance here in y-axis. Okay, so as you can see, Monday to Saturday. So this one is your Monday, Tuesday, okay, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The same one diagram, same one process. Okay, this one is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The only change is in this scale. Scale में change होगा. कैसे change होगा? Let's see. The values are 48. Values are 48, 44, 40, 36, 39, 43. These values you are having here. Okay. As you can see, 48, 44, 40, 36, these 4 numbers are multiple of 4, and these 2 are different. Okay, so you can take scale of 4 here. So this one is 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and this one is 40. Okay, now the first one is Monday. Monday is 48. So simply this one is 44, 48. Monday is 48. So here we are having Monday as 48. So this one is as Monday 48. Then Tuesday we are having 44. So where is 44? This one is 44. So this is your 44. Then Wednesday is 40. So this one is your Wednesday. Then what about Thursday? 36. So here is 36. Okay. Then what about Friday? It's 39. So just one step before, just one line only. This one is 39. Okay. Then what about Saturday? Simply 43. So where is 43? There is a 43. there is a little change in this one. Actually, this particular block is Monday. Okay, so I'm just writing here again. This one is Monday, this one is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and this one is Saturday. By mistake I have taken right here. So just like this you are supposed to draw. In this bar graph also you can write Monday, okay, like this, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can try. Okay, so I have told you how to draw bar graph. Then question number 3, 4 you can solve. Question number 5, 6, 7, 8. These questions already you have studied in class 4th and 5th, and you know very well how to solve. Okay, after that I am solving question number 7 here. Clear? Question number 7. In question number 7, the bar graph drawn below shows the number of tickets sold during a fair by 6 students A, B, C, D, E, and F. As you can see, number of tickets sold here, name of students here. This is your graph. Then using this graph, we have to answer the following questions. Who sold the least number of tickets? Okay, so as you can see from this graph, student D sold the least number of tickets, that is between this 6 and 8 now. So simply you can write 7 tickets. The statement is student D sold the least number of tickets, that is 7. Who sold the maximum? So as you can see, the maximum is E, and how much? 24. So answer is 24. How many tickets were sold by A, B, and C together? So simply you have to write tickets sold by A plus tickets sold by B plus tickets sold by C. So tickets sold by A, as you can see from graph, 16, then from B 9, and from C 20. So 16 plus 9 plus 20. So answer is 45 tickets. Then how many tickets were sold by D, E, F taken together? So the same you have to solve from this graph. Okay, so D, E, F 24, then 7 and 14, so 45 again. Then average number of tickets sold per student. Average means what? As you know, average means what? We will add all these tickets. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will divide by 6. So if you will add all this, you will get 90 and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the average ticket sold per student is 15. So like this you have to solve. Okay, so chapter 33 is over now. If you are having any doubt, do message for that.